Well, good afternoon, I think. No, not quite. It's 11:45. I'm tidying up a few things on this DT400C before I give it a kick and see if it'll start. Yesterday we started on the fork seals, and I got all that done. The one on the left I did twice. I didn't actually do it twice. I haven't put the 600 milliliters of oil in it yet, but I will. I got both of these forks with new seals and everything, and I put them both on the bike, and I was standing over on the other side looking this way, and there was no dust cover on this one. So I had to take it apart again, and I did. Got her all back together. Everything's torqued down the way it says. What else? Okay, well, this morning I got that all done. I got this tightened back up again. I come over and removed the cover from the oil pump, and I ran it through its cycle of wide open throttle. I don't know if you can see that up there or not with the bright light right above it, but I did 200 cycles of this, and we came out to right about on schedule there, right about 9 milliliters, which is between 8.8 and 9.7. So we're good on the oil pump. The only problem I've got, and I think I'm going to leave this to Byron, is this rear brake. The thing that adjusts the stop, the up stop of this brake, is welded to the frame right here, and it's not there anymore. It's been busted off. So I tried to think of a way to fix it. I'm the world's worst welder, but I came up with this, and this will go on there, and it will contact the brake lever backstroke and cut it back. But I'm not going to weld it on there because Byron said that he had all kinds of welding equipment and he was good at that. So if he wants to do it that way, or if he wants to cut this piece off and weld it back onto the back of the frame here, I'll have to grind this down first. I don't know if you can see back up in there or not, but it's busted off in there. So that'll be up to him. I did replace the switch, and it works. I'm going to put the cover back on over the oil pump. I reconnected the cable up there to the carburetor where it goes in. Oh, what else we got to do? Nothing, I guess. Install the seat in the gas tank and give this guy a kick and see if it'll run. I'll be back. All right, let's see what happens. Let's get this light out of the way so we don't break it. throw a leg over if we can. I don't know that I can. All right. I guess I can. Take the clamp off the throttle. Put that over there where it belongs. Okay. I need to tighten this down. I have to do all this again. Are you recording? You are. Key on, choke on. Nothing. Let's go to run. That might make a difference. Check for spark. All right, we got spark. Pop. We know we got spark. Why won't you pop? I don't know. It's got compression, it's got spark. I don't know if it's getting gas or not. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the old guy Jack here. We're back on this DT400, and since I can't find out why it won't start, I replaced the left-hand crank seal, and I figured the next step must be the right-hand crank seal, because when I took the plug out, actually I pulled the head, to look down in there and see what we got. We've got a second oversized piston, and it's incorrect. Well, it's installed correctly with the arrow pointing to the exhaust. So I pulled the cover, the right side cover, and when I took the cover off, this fell into the oil pan over there. So I'm not exactly sure where it goes, but I'm sure it shouldn't be floating around in there. So I got to do some research, I guess. Anyway, to check this oil seal, or I'm going to replace it, the clutch first has to come off. So I'll be taking that off. And we got to take this guy off. That's kind of different than most of the ones I've worked on. And once we get that off, then we get this little holder down here that's got to come off. And the gasket's actually in pretty good shape all the way around. So I was hoping I didn't have to replace it, but to get this screw out down here, I might have to. I think I can get a screwdriver in there, maybe have to cut a little piece out of here, but it won't affect the sealing part. The sealing part's just less than a 1/4 inch right out here, maybe 3/16 or so. So we're gonna have to get in there. I'll be back. All right, we're getting there. I don't know about that little ball bearing in there. I don't know about this either. That doesn't look like the right size. Looks more like it goes over here. No, that's not good either. I don't know where it goes. I think it was an extra part. They just threw it in there. I don't know. Tell you the truth. I'm going to see if I can get that brake lever off. This is a less than optimum way to hold the clutch when you undo the nut. But luckily it wasn't all that tight, so I got it off with the little impact wrench here. And I can start taking those things off. Let's see what we got. All right, we got everything off. There should be a bearing behind this big washer here. I'm not sure. I'm going by other bikes I've worked on, and I don't see a bearing back there. So maybe this doesn't have one. Let's see if there's anything on the back of the cage here. Well, if I can pick it up with my slippery fingers. All right, we got a washer in there. There's no bearing with that. There's a bushing in here. It looks like brass. And then on this side, there's nothing. except the gear there. So I think what I need to do is go get the parts diagram and see if I can find out where this thing is supposed to go. Now, this is supposed to have one of those concave washers. I forget the name, W something or other, Wellington or Willoughby or something like that. And I just saw Dale Swieger tear his racing bike apart, and it had one of these huge lock washers in it. So I don't know if this one was used for racing. I did look it up in the parts list, and it shows the concave style of washer, not this lock washer. So I don't know if this was used for racing or what. But I thought I had a proper oil seal for this, but I don't. So I'm going to have to order one. And so it's going to be a couple of days before I get back to this. There's a couple of things to do. I need to go through these pressure plates in here are pretty rusty. So I'll go through and clean those up. The metal plates, not the fiber ones. And that's about it for now. This is the old guy signing off for now. I checked with the local Yamaha dealer, and he didn't have this oil seal in stock. So rather than wait for him to order it and then make a 100-mile round trip drive to pick it up, I just ordered it online with free shipping. So I'll see you when it comes in.